Are you contemplating divorce? Are you thinking about it? Your lawyer is focused on dividing the assets. Your realtor is focused on the listing. But nobody's talking about the real challenge that you face. Selling your home while your life is falling apart. Today we're having a conversation that could save you $50,000, 6 months of agony. This is specifically for the 43% of you that are selling your home because of a divorce. I see you. I'm going to help you through this, okay? So let's start this out. First, getting a divorce is very, very costly, and it messes up everything. So if you're going to do it, this is what we're going to talk about. If you're going to get divorced, I would encourage you to try and work it out. Because here's what I know. I've had multiple friends get divorced. It's costed so much money, so much time, and more importantly, it really messes up the kids. So really consider that. So if you've already considered that, let's talk about how to navigate through the next steps. I'm Dan Kallas. I've been selling real estate for 25 years. I've sold over 1,000 homes. That's what we do. We sell homes. Our discussion today is going to be primarily focused on what needs to happen so that you can go from divorced to a new life. Recently, I just helped two people that were getting divorced. They determined not going to work anymore. They tried to work it out, but it's the end of the road. They called me. They said, Dan, we're going to do this. We need your help doing it. So we implemented a plan. And so this plan that we gave them is going to be the same plan that can work for you, because this is the guide that your lawyers won't give you. So let's get started. Part one, it's the hidden trap timeline. Here's what the attorneys don't understand about market timing, because there's the court timeline and then there's the market timeline. Two very different things. Your divorce has a legal timeline. The housing market has a timeline of its own, and they're rarely together. In fact, they're misaligned, and it costs you thousands if you don't act right. Here's a real world example. Just this past year, I helped a couple that was getting divorced, put the home on the market. We started showings. We had to work through the time schedule because there's kids involved. We got the home on the market. We had multiple offers. It ended up selling for over the asking price by a lot. And more importantly, we worked out a timeline that made sense for the seller and their family to vacate the home, to find two separate homes, and to protect the kids. Listen, the truth is the best time to sell is before you file or immediately after. Here's why. In a pre-filing sale, both parties are going to cooperate. They're going to work through it together. We can present a united front to the buyers that are coming in and want your home. The emotional toll has not peaked yet. It's just the beginning. And there's no courts to complicate things. Sometimes you have this thing called the cooling off period. That's where attorneys say, hey, let's let things cool down. In your experience with spouses, do they get less frustrated over time? Every month is going to cost you money. Every month of cooling down will cost you money. It will come out of your pocket. And more importantly, the emotional toll just adds up. If you already made a decision to get divorced, your emotions aren't going to get softer. They're going to get harder. And they're going to be more frustrating. So be done with it now. If you're thinking about getting divorced, get your home value now. Not when you file, not when you're ready, now. The second issue is what we call the two-agent disaster. Imagine this. You don't agree with your spouse. They want to get an agent. You want to get an agent. Now you have two agents. And they meet. One agent says, list here. The other agent says, list here. So what do? You pick the middle. And that can cost you money. You got two agents with conflicting advice. You got buyers out there that can sense that you're getting divorced. And then the negotiations are not with just the buyer, they're with each one of you. So three-way negotiation does not work out in the end. The other thing that can happen is if one party's still in the house and the other party's out of the house, one party may not want to do showings, and then you're stuck. Not good. Here's the solution. You get a neutral party. If you're already in this situation where the court's involved, ask the court to have a neutral agent. Both parties will sign the same agreements. There's a single strategy, a single voice, and the proceeds are split per the court order. There's no taking side drama. It's just straightforward. Ask for that third party neutral agent. Third part, it's kind of a secret. Could work for you. Sell it to an investor. What does that mean to you? Well, in a traditional sale, you'll hire an agent like myself. We'll get the home on the market. We're going to do showings. We're going to accommodate as best we can for what the schedules are. But in the end, you're gonna have to work with us. If you sell it to an investor, you got a couple things going for you. Number one, you got a price that's predetermined. There's no showings. It's an as-is purchase. You can work out a closing that makes sense for that investor and for you. You may be able to even rent it back so you can stay there until your next places are ready. And you'll split the proceeds directly. So you need to do the math. You need to determine if that's the best course of action for you. Could be. Here's a couple things to consider. Number one, are they pressuring you to make a decision right away? Do they not want you to discuss things with the attorney? Do they not want to put it in writing? Do they ask for upfront fees? Is the price low? Is it a low ball offer? A good investor, they're going to provide you multiple options. They'll explain to you the math involved in selling to them, and they'll offer to pay both parties directly. The fourth thing that we see happen regular is emotional sabotage. It's not on purpose, but it does happen. And sometimes it does become on purpose. Let's talk about what can really happen. I've had these things happen. One spouse decides not to sign the documents when they say they will. They cancel the showings because that thing's going on. It was inconvenient for them. They leave the house a mess. They make wild demands in negotiation. They threaten to cause problems for the buyer because it's about emotionalism and not facts. Here's one thing to consider. It could cost you up to $1,000 a day for you to hold this house. Let's talk about the daily reality check. Every day that you hold this house, it costs you money. And that money comes directly out of both your pockets. So the sooner your home sells, the better. Let's just take, for instance, your mortgage payment is $3,000 a month. That's $100 a day. Your homeowner's insurance, probably another $5 a day. Your taxes, let's say your taxes are $350 a month. That's cheap. It's $12 a day. So after 30 days, after all these expenses, including utilities, you're at what? $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, maybe even more. And that's just to hold the house. And that comes straight out of each one of your pockets. So the sooner that your home sells, the better for you. One thing that we encourage is that we treat this like a business decision. Selling your home is business. It's not emotion. It's not based on how you feel about the situation, how you feel about the other person. It's based upon a business decision. You need to treat selling your home as a business decision. So what does that mean? It means that every week you have a meeting. It's written down. A specific time, under 30 minutes. All your decisions need to be documented. There's no emotional based vetoes. It's what's best for the end result. And here's the end result. You focus on the net proceeds. Everything from here on in is about equity distribution and getting the best, highest net proceeds. Part 5 is about the kids. What your attorney won't say about your kids and the home sale. Often we say, oh, we're staying in the house for the kids. That's the most expensive sentence in divorce. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Kids adjust to new homes in 30 days. Parents, 6 months. You're not protecting them. You're avoiding change. Here's the real cost of stability. Number one spouse can't afford the home alone. Number 2, refinancing at 7% versus the 3% mortgage that you have. Number 3, deferred maintenance accumulates over time. You got to get it taken care of, and it costs a lot of money. Number 4, eventually you're going to end up selling in a different market, and it may actually be less money than you have today. The 5th point is that the kids are going to move out anyways. It's just going to be later on. Here's a kid's first strategy that actually works. Number 1, sell immediately and rent in the same district. Your kids keep their friends and the school. Both the parents can afford nice places, and there's no home stress during this transition. The second solution that can work is sell the family home. Each parent buys a home nearby. The kids have 2 homes and not a broken one. With this, you're going to have to tell the kids, the house is just walls. Our family's changing shape, but it's not disappearing. You have 2 bedrooms, 2 places to belong, and parents that can afford to take care of you because of the smart decisions made. Number 6, the document landmine. Paperwork can kill the sale. So here's just a couple things that could happen with paperwork. Number 1, you get the quitclaim trap, meaning a spouse signs the quitclaim deed. They think they're off the mortgage. Wrong, you're still on the mortgage. you're still liable for the payment. So you can't buy a new home. And if you miss any of the payments, it destroys your credit. Number 2, the power of attorney problem. One spouse travels for work and signs a power of attorney for convenience. The other spouse sells without consent. It's completely legal, but totally devastating. And heaven forbid there's a restraining order. That complicates things. Can't be in the house together. Can't sign the documents together. You may need a court modification for closing. Plan now, not on closing day. Protocol protection. You need to keep both names on all the paperwork before closing. All offers need to be reviewed by both parties. If you can't be in the same room with each other, we can sign it separately. We can wire the proceeds to separate accounts. If we're already to this point, we'll follow the court order to where it needs to go, the money that is. In close, this is what you exactly need to do in the next 48 hours. Number 1, stop listing to friends and family who haven't sold a house during a divorce. Number 2, get 3 opinions of value. Number 1 from a real estate agent. Number 2, an investor. And number 3, get an online source. Third thing you need to do is calculate your daily costs, because remember, those add up quickly. And number 4, face the reality, the real number, not the fantasy. Tomorrow, contact a neutral party for a cash deal, so you have a backup. Number 2, tell your lawyer that you want a strategy meeting of how to sell the house. Number 3, start collecting all of your financial documents so we have them in one place. Number 4, take photos of the house as it currently stands today so you have a reference point. This week, get both parties to agree upon a minimum acceptable price. Second, choose whether you're going to go an investor route or a traditional route. Third, set a timeline that works with the legal proceedings. Fourth, most importantly, commit to business-only discussions about the house. Remember, your house is not your marriage, it's an asset. The faster you convert that asset to cash, the faster you can move forward. If you need immediate help, text divorce to 414-617-6912. You'll receive our free divorce sales guide. It includes document checklists, timeline templates, negotiation scripts. Listen, you're not alone. Almost 40% of all home sales are because of divorce. Listen, you'll get through this. You'll be financially okay if you make smart decisions now, not emotional ones. All right, in our next episode, we're going to talk about the Zillow estimate and why they're lying to you. But for now, if you're going through this, remember, the house is just a building. Your future's worth more than fighting over brick and mortar. I'm Dan Kallas. Looking forward to help. See you next week.